Matt here with Keeping It YYC. Today we're joined by Karen Pablo with CalTel Networks. How are you today, Karen?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. And how are you?
I'm fantastic. We'll get right into the questions and I'll have you tell us a little bit about your business.
Okay, sounds good. So we are a small business. We haven't been around for too long, just a couple of years or so. But because of the pandemic, we've realized that a lot of people need our services out there, especially small businesses. So we are a cloud-based telecommunications company, and we support systems from single users, so like a mom and pop store, all the way up to a large organization. We have partnered up with industry leaders to provide services that are basically what you would get in a large organization. So like voicemail to email, a business phone number on your cell phone, all of those things that we can now provide for a small business instead of just the big organization having all these features at their offices. And like us, we need to have, especially to keep our phone numbers private, like a cell phone number, to keep it private from your business and have a personal one. So no one's going to be calling you up at 2 o'clock in the morning and saying, hey, I need pizza delivered. you know?
Mm-hmm.
So just to keep those business phone numbers separate from each other. We have also partnered up with an internet service provider, so like the Shaws and the Tellers and all of those ones, but we are like a vendor neutral then. So we can provide whichever one's better for you, whichever one has the coverage that you need in whatever areas that you need. And we have also done like a wireless internet as well. So if your Shaw goes down or Telus goes down, then you have that wireless internet as a backup because it uses cell towers as well.
Oh, okay. So nice little backup for a business.
Yeah, and it works really well in rural areas as well, especially now that the kids are out of school and doing a lot of homeschooling. So if someone lives out in the rural areas and the internet goes down, then they can actually, it's going to switch directly to that backup for them, that wireless. So the kids can continue studying at home and doing schoolwork.
Okay, so you're already a cloud-based business per se, so perhaps
Yes.
not as affected. However, everybody's affected right now. What have you been doing to adapt in this current environment?
For us, we have, we're just trying really to help our customers like work from home more, our clients. So we do have a few of our clients who've been calling us on a regular basis over the last 2 months to switch their phones over from the office into their homes so they can work from homes. We've been making sure that they have adequate headsets as well so they can actually talk or use their computer, soft phone on their computer to communicate with each other and keep in touch. Just the little things that you would have at your office, your actual physical office, we've been able to set it up at home for you.
Okay, so you provide the hardware as well.
Everything. Yeah, we do everything. Yes. Okay,
everything top to bottom. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so the next question I have is, what can people do to support local businesses right now?
Okay, so that one is like one of my favorites. We try to support local as much as possible. Like the smaller pizza shops is what we go to. There's one, we live in my area, we're in Kensington. And I mean, Kensington is Kensington. You can't wait for Kensington to reopen right now, because you walk outside and everything's right there. And there's so many little local shops there. So we always encourage people to try to keep everything as local as possible. It's with social distancing as well, especially if you go to the shopping centers as well, just sort of keep that in mind that not everyone wants to be out there, but they have to, because you need to get out, you need to socialize.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
people go kind of crazy otherwise, I think.
I know, like I've been to the malls and it's not a pretty picture when people are in there and they're just like rushing into the stores to try to get stuff done. And take your time, take a breath, drink some water.
Yeah, I haven't gone to the mall yet, but I wonder if it's kind of like a zombie apocalypse movie or something.
I've actually been there. I was there this morning, and it's not what you're used to seeing. What I do like though is the malls are actually doing like arrows, so there's one up and one down, and that is fantastic. Could you imagine that over the holidays? Like you could just one direction up and then one direction down. You're not going to be weaving in and out of people to get to the stores.
Do they have crosswalks too then? Could we do that during the holidays? Little crosswalks and crossing guards?
That'll be fun, wouldn't it?
Cool. So my last question is, are there any tips and tricks that you can share in relation to your expertise?
Okay, so what we do right now in our tips and tricks is we actually try to get everyone the services that they need. That's one of our tips. Is like we're not going to sell you, we're not going to try to talk you into getting a whole like a big package that you're not going to be using. You know, if you need certain pieces from something, that's what we're going to get to you. We're not going to try to give you everything that a large organization needs because you're a smaller enterprise, right?
Mm-hmm. So you really try to tailor it towards the needs of every particular business, regardless of size. Not all about the upsell.
Exactly. Like, and we don't do that. Like, we don't. We try not to. It's just like when you go shopping. You know, a lot of people at the beginning they were gouging, right? And a lot of the bigger businesses right now will still continue trying to gouge people. Like, give people what they need. Don't give them what they don't need. Right?
So do people need to be careful of that with other businesses in your line of work, that they'll try to upsell really hard and they're not really sure, the client may not know what they actually need?
I think so. I think, yeah, because you have to really sit and listen to them, and not a lot of people do that. Like, this is what with my husband and I, we actually sit with our customers, our clients, and ask them what they need. And a wonderful feature that we have on our phones as well, if we're doing a call, is that we can actually record that call. But we will let you know we're recording the call, because there might be something in there that you have said, and later on when I bring it up, I'll be like, whoa, she's a rock star. She remembered what I needed. You know, it might be something as simple as, I need to make sure I have access to my voicemail at all time. Or I need my voicemail transferred to an email, and so I can have it when I'm on the road. You know, it's something as simple as that. And when we come back and we record that call and we listen to it again, you know, then everything would be, yeah.
Absolutely. So you'll look like a wizard of sorts, remembering all this stuff.
Yeah. And another thing another tip and trick we have is that we do support all the legacy systems. The legacy systems are the hardware systems, like the Avayas, the Nortel, the Mitel, Panasonic, the systems that everyone is grown accustomed to. A lot of companies are going to try to tell you that those systems are null and void now, that you can get parts, but we have our suppliers who we can get phones, extra phones if you need phones. We have parts, we can service them. My husband has been in the industry for probably over 30 years. He's been doing this. And so he sort of grew up on installing those big systems in like a full room full of hardware. That's what he started off doing, and now he's into the cloud-based system. So he knows how to service the legacy systems.
Perfect. That's very helpful for some of the older generation type of businesses. That's for sure.
Yeah, because a lot of people, like the newer companies, will try to tell you, well, those systems are going to be null and void soon. You would be able to get parts for them, but there will always be parts, because some of these systems are meant to last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good to hear. So that is all the questions that I have for you. I really appreciate you joining us today, Karen. We asked you on the interview off by looking into your camera, stating your name and your business, and just asking the people watching to keep it local, keep it YYC.
Right. Okay. So my name is Karen Pablo. My husband is Robin Pablo, and we are CalTel Networks based here in Calgary. If you need to get in touch with us, check out Keeping It YYC on Facebook, and you can reach us through there at any time.